everyone, today it's gonna be a great day because I'm having early lunch with a very good friend. So I'll go and talk to her about a lot of things. So help me welcome Bami.
Hi everyone, welcome to Para Talks. Yeah, happy to be here.
So wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa, Bam.
Alright.
How did it start? How did it all started?
Wow. The relationship started. It was a girl meets boy.
Okay.
Typical nga scenario nga. I met him but at a church, and then chat and all, nagka-close me. We were in music team. He was one of the instrumentalists, and then I was one of the singers. And of course, na-enjoy relationship ana. Right? Like, you see each other from time to time, every practice, and then mag-communicate jud. But it's just so happened nga I noticed him, he noticed me. Ayun, nag-flourish ang relationship.
Okay.
So, pero kuan lang, it was so fast. And then we want to begin the relationship, and then there. I'll explain more later.
That moment, you knew that it was fast. That moment,
Hindi.
No.
Kasi
wala pa mo nakitaan.
hindi pa, because I was in the moment.
Okay.
It was a good feeling. And then I really wanna start a relationship. Not that bad though.
Uh-huh.
But I think I saw this opportunity as the right time. Kasi number one, I'm about to graduate in college.
Oh.
So it was January, and then ilan na months, graduate na ako. And it was like a good time because part of my pact with my dad was to engage in a relationship na naka-degree. So yun, I think that was the right time. And then siya po, he was really into me. I was really into him. So why not start na? So ganun.
So he was your first boyfriend?
He was also my first boyfriend, first serious boyfriend. And then, you know, the ladies at that time nga, first boyfriend, so ito na yun, di ba?
Wow.
So yeah, and the kind of excitement and anticipation of beginning this kind of relationship is good.
Okay.
So I never thought it was fast. I never thought that it was also a red flag.
So when did you learn that it was fast? Just later?
Later na. Kasi I just so happened mga 2 years na ni. There are also behavior, or there are traits niya na wala na ko nakita during the time that we're getting to know each other. Yeah.
Okay.
Kasi mga 2 years, diba, you know each other well, you know the intricacies, something like that, bureaucracies. And then mo to nga koan, it was at that time where nag-regret ko anong gipadali na to.
Okay.
I should have ganan ko ma-turn off ko nimo una, pero ganan ko mo-fight char. Gana bitaw.
Nga ang mga moments.
Oo, dapat lang kasi ana nimo makita ba nga. Ana nimo measure nga if you really are into this person, regardless of this attribute niya, kaya nimo. Or nana kay threshold bitaw. So, nagmahay ko nga wala mi ka abot sa point na wala mi ka ilaan na, and wala mi ka observe sa among kagalingon on how we deal with other people.
Okay. Because it was so much love. There was so much
love. And
excitement about having the first boyfriend. That's the first boyfriend ng good. So,
pero it was so fast lang jud nga exclusive na mi dayon right there. And we have not also made a lot of friends outside po na mo. Nga na mi ka exclusive.
Okay.
So why community? Why good friends nga we could
exclusivity? Just you and me against the world. And then nindot kasi karon na naka-realize ko, nindot kasi na kay dapat mga mentors. Okay.
Mo counsel nimo, mo guide and protect nimo, not just create an environment na safe nimo.
I think that time when you had that relationship,
I was young.
you're not that
ready pud sad for mentors. I think dili pa timing ang mentors adto nga time.
Well, part of, pero we don't have that kind of culture sa
Okay.
church.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, so what went wrong then? After falling in love and all those stuff.
Yeah. There are a lot of things that happened that went wrong. I mean, there are a lot of red flags that I just happened to skip. Nga, wala lang na settle. And gipadayon na lang. And that would lead to the breakup. Kasi compounded na kaayo are reasons nga nung we have to break up and then boom, break up na. Maraming na bitaw.
Can you make it clear? There are
Okay,
a lot of
okay.
red flags. Pero
Okay.
did you notice that from the start of the relationship and you just ignored it, or
Ooh.
as you go along the way?
The red flags were very evident na mga second year of the relationship.
Okay.
And I was trying to make amends or make solutions pero the other party is not willing. So,
Okay.
paano ba yan? So I confronted him that we have a lot of things to talk about, but he has different goals in our relationship. He just wants to be right here, right now. Yan na bitaw.
Okay.
So, lisod kaayo di ay jud nga you will be having in a relationship with someone nga lahi mo og goals. Lahi mo og level of dili siya pareho vision nimo sa goal sa relationship. Yeah, pareha mo og direction. Of course, we're heading for marriage. We've been talking about that, but the question of how we go to that destination, how we'll be able to confront our problems individually and sa relationship nga would lead us to a smoother and better quality of relationship. Ano, bitaw murag he's
There is
not
no
in
willingness.
that. There's no willingness.
Okay.
And that's one of the tensions, that's one of the conflicts na I had to deal with. And gibaliwala lang, murag sweep bitaw sa ilam sa di kani rug.
I-hide lang.
I-hide lang siya, oo.
Okay.
Because it was kanang he was into just the sense of companionship. Yun lang yung gusto niya. Companionship, the commitment is there, but the willingness of hard work to build the very good relationship wasn't there. So, that's one of the many red flags na na-compromise.
And it will lead you to the breakup.
Daghan pati actually. Part na siya and then napoy isa nga marag obsessed kayo ko.
Obsession.
Yeah, na-obsessed ko.
Nahimo ng idol.
Lahi ang kuan yan. Makaingon ko ato sa una nga, I'm just extremely loyal.
Okay, loyal.
Faithful
Sige,
ko.
sige.
Oo. Supportive ko.
Because he's my boyfriend, so I need to do
Oo.
this. It's your responsibility.
Gani, I never thought that it was obsession.
Okay.
So there's a thin line lang the age about extreme loyalty and obsession. And one thing that I could say is being loyal is naagyapon kay boundaries and you respect each other's boundaries. Kaya lang sa obsession is you made him the center of it all. Yung ganun, center of your life, center of your decision, dapat planado tanan and approve niya tanan iyan ama. And then tanang time na ko naana niya.
Okay.
And then
In that moment, it's okay for you.
it was okay for me because
Okay.
that's how I love
There
him.
was no burden pa that time.
It was a
Or-
burden pero na-carry lang.
Okay.
To the point nga I changed my personality. That was really a huge red flag sa mga friends nga nakita nga you're not the same bam as you are right now. Wala lang dyan maka-confront na ko adto nga time. It made me like an isolated person, exclusive na jud kaayo.
There was awareness while you're doing that. Or
There was an awareness na gina-confront ko sa friends pero I shut them off.
Love is blind.
Love is blind.
Okay. Sige. sige. Love is blind. Go.
Yeah, that was so intense na jud. Man, that was so... And then, kuan lang, kanang... I was blinded jud kay I thought that was something that I did for him. Na love ka na ko.
So for you that time, it's normal.
Normal.
Everything that I'm doing right now is normal because I love you.
So much so sad nga I want to be secure nimo. That's why I have to please you.
You want to please your partner, your boyfriend.
I want to be secure.
Or you don't want to lose him.
Yeah, I don't want to lose him, and then I want to be certain nga kaniyang ginabuhat. Kani nga sacrifice ako. Ayoko buwag eh.
You're expecting something in return. You're doing it because ako yan eh. And then nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nga na ka-obsessed.
And relationship shouldn't be like that.
Yeah. I was really thinking that it was faithfulness and loyalty.
But behind those motivations, behind those evil heart, nakaroot ang real meaning, anong gibuhato nimo? Nato. Actually, tanan ka, di ba?
Tanan kay it's an idol already.
Grabe.
Grabe to.
And then we know that there was breakup, but then was there any thing done between you and him to save the relationship? What was done to save the relationship? Ano lang?
Lisod to nga time na mo because we were already in LDR.
Okay.
4 years, 4 years may nga kanunay may
Together? Okay.
Yeah, every day.
4 years.
4 years yeah, and then he worked overseas, he immigrated overseas. And then 4 months nga na siya sa gawas. Full of adjustment. And adjustment was his priority, not our relationship, not the preparation for marriage. Hindi ako, I was all out to prepare ourselves, to condition ourselves to step up for relationship, for marriage. So, ang akong gibuhat adto was, I confronted him. Look, I want us to get married, but we have to do this first. Let's confront our issues. Number 1, kanang imuhang struggle in being to man up. To man up kay you're this depressive and then you're this okay naman depression pero paano ba yung pagka needy something like that.
So he's needy.
Aren't we all?
Clingy.
Pero nating anak. But yung tipo lang pagka needy and clingy nga kuan lang ka ng
wala na sa
overboard na kaayo. Nya karon nga naa siya ato nga time nga na siya sa gawas. He was so dako kayo yung demand for adjustment mo. Wala siya yung tao nga maduulan. It demands him to be independent right there and then, and it was so hard for him. So ako po, nagproblema po kung how would I do my part as a good and loyal girlfriend. Nga layo ni. So ang ending, adto nangita siya lain.
4 months adjustment, ma'am.
4 months of adjustment, yes.
And we know that he's in Canada, and to be biased lang ha, did you consider to
Going
be
out?
more, no, to be more, mas adjust, mas ikaw ang mo adjust. Kaysa niya, like,
I did
giving
that.
him time to adjust, giving him all the, what he needed.
I did that. However, I was so clouded on the ideal nga we need to prepare ourselves for marriage. Mas maunay nakitigbabaw na humurag maunay ang priority right now. Because at the back of my mind, I had doubts.
Okay.
I had doubts if sure lagi ko minyo ko niya nga na ako ingani nga mga impending nga mga issues nga wala pa jud na mo na settle. So we have to confront this regardless. So mo to nga selfish pud ko. I could see that now. Selfish kayo kay I really pushed myself really hard for him without really understanding and grasping his condition adto.
Yes, exactly.
Oo. And mo dyan yung ginabalik-balik na kong ingon kay maaaway man jud ni.
Oh, cause kita, we're just here magod in Pinas.
Gani.
We're good, we're okay. But then he was the one who moved to a different country, which is totally alien from him.
Yeah.
Alienated to. Diba? The weather,
Super.
we can say that the weather is also affecting those
Depressing kayo.
reactions. So, diba?
Whew. I mean, I saw that before but kani laging super super ideal na jud kayong approach in marriage.
Yeah. You're looking forward to
For marriage.
marriage. That some of the factors there na process ito na ignore na.
Na-ignore na jud. I mean, it compromised jud the health of our relationship.
Okay?
This would
Grabe.
super natumba siya.
Okay, we will go to the tuldok. So when was the tuldok? Like the time that you really have to put an end in it? To let
Wow.
go na.
Kuan, it wasn't easy. It was not easy because, as you see, I was so attached to him.
Yes.
He was my world. He was my identity. He was my security, emotionally, and he was my future. That was my thing about Jude Mia. He was like almost my all. So,
Grabe.
pero nakaako ko og tuldok. Semicolon de ito. Hindi siya totally tuldok. When I found out nga, I really convinced myself, look, this is not the man who will be a good father to your kids and a good husband to you. In a sense nga, he is not willing to work with you. Settling sa imong mga demands for ready among self for relationship. Because if he can't do it now, he wouldn't be doing it in the future. However, here comes another factor na nahadlok ko super nahadlok ko on the uncertainty if the time nga moapas ko dito. What would happen to me? I love my job.
Okay.
I put a lot of I put a lot of love and effort and passion for my job, and then abot na ato back to square one ko. So I really said to myself, look, I cannot trade my passion, I cannot trade my career over going back to square one dito. So that was the tuldok that I gave him. Look, I can't do this anymore. However, nagmuni-muni ko, I regretted it. Kasi nagpakaluoy ko niya, look, I was so sorry. You are my all, you are my purpose. Ana ako niya.
Okay.
You were so shocked.
Okay, sige. I'm amazed.
Abot ko sa point na nagpakaluoy ko niya, look, hindi din ako kayang wala.
Okay, semicolon pa man to.
Semicolon na
Okay,
di ito.
Sige.
So, nagbalik ni.
Okay.
But, siya di ay on his end, he was uncertain na sa mabalik ang cycle bitaw. Mabalik ang cycle of away bate because we cannot confront the impending issues nga importante na mo nga i-settle before mo marriage. So cycle gihapon. Naalagi ang purpose na admittance na ang pagbalik na mo. However, he was so scared about going back again nga cycle, going back on that ride. And then another thing po is he doubted himself kung kaya ba jud niya i-finance ko going here. And then
sige.
the delay pod, priority sa gitna mga nag-delay pod ba nga siya nagkunahuna pod nga if moapas ko dito, what would happen to him on his end. Madili ang iyahang pagkapot sa iyang
Plans.
dreams,
Okay.
yung plans, kay priority ko niya and then all. So yeah, it was unending, endless uncertainties nga di na mi at peace.
There, you mentioned about the semicolon na ano ko dito, and then you get back, and then was there forgiveness? Pagbalik.
No forgiveness because it was out, and on his end he said there was no forgiveness because I just accepted you again out of pity.
Very clear siya doon. Wow.
Naluoy ra ko nimo kinihi.
How did you react?
At that time I was thankful.
That time, yes,
Inga
yes,
na kamubo akong value sa unang sa ako.
Because that's how you love him before. Center of the universe coming back to me. Well, thank you.
Exactly. Ano, siguro kita, uy, nagasahan ko.
Grabe.
Yeah. Inga na kamubo akong paglantaw sa ako galing mo.
But if that happened to you now ba?
No! Super, no. No, thank you.
Thank you, Lord, diba?
Yeah, it was from that bum to now, mura bitong cringe.
And when you told him na, oh, I'm sorry, I cannot afford to lose you the eye, was your forgiveness also in your heart that this person cannot, hindi ito kayang ano ba yan, kaya pa, hindi pa niya kayang gampanan yung gusto ko, can I forgive him for that? Your part,
No, on my end, my perspective, I was not thinking about that because I was always thinking about the security. Kana saya, kana lang jud. Kana lang jud.
So it's not really the marriage that you're looking forward to, but the
Certain thing.
the thought lang of getting married just to bring you to security, just
Exactly.
to make you feel
Exactly.
like, oh, finally I'm married.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was really
Got
thinking,
it.
I really conditioned myself that I'll get married.
Okay.
I'll get married to him. I saw myself having good-looking kids because good-looking siya. I love the idea of having kids na mini me, mini him, ana lang. And without even thinking about the practical side, the conditions na mo sa among marriage, the dynamics and all, ano ba?
You tried ignoring the process because you're so very,
Focus
on the goal.
on the goal.
I want this. So, bahala na. Let's do shortcut. Let's do whatever it takes to just go to the goal, diba?
Ah, la Lord mo na ni. Isagpa na ko.
I'm sorry. So, since it was ang final blow na ginatuldok, was it him or you?
It was him.
It was him.
Because he already made or think about the way out.
Oh,
He was the one who thought about the way out.
okay.
So he thought about the doubts of him making enough money for me to go there, to apas
Okay.
there. He was saying that I think I like someone here already. Although nga pag-ask na ko for further explanation, iyahang gibawi. So even though gibawi to niya, I know him.
Na-feel na.
Napilan ako because may ano na siya, ganang mukhang bibig na babae. Even during our video calls. Pero looking back, it was
That fast.
that fast. Yeah, that was the thing that I always play in my mind ba nga. For 4 years, you trade it for just this girl that you just met. Ganun. So nakita na ko nga, he is a person di ay na kanang ganan siya nga at a beck and call na ang babae. Something.
Yeah, there are men like that who are needy na dili pwede LDR.
Hindi jud pwede di LDR po.
Yeah.
So,
If you haven't settled that kind of character in you, then having a long distance relationship is not really for you.
we did not see that.
Okay.
And that was one of the things that I regretted at that time. We did not prepare for it. What we just prepared for was the marriage. Yung plans na mo nga after a year, we'll be going back here, and then we get married, and then a year after perhaps, ikaw apas na ka na adto. That's just that.
Are you the first girlfriend?
No.
Did you happen to ask him what happened on the previous relationship?
Kuan, differences. Differences in belief. And then number 2, that happened dong ago. Pero mga na dyan na stand out na kung nga reason.
How many years did it have to be before
Me?
before you nagbuwag sila? Then how many years?
That's
does it
the red
take?
flag. That's a red flag yan. I have not seen it come. I have not foreseen it. Kasi nabuwag sila December.
Abot ka?
January. Yeah!
Alright. It's
I was
very
that swift.
important. It's very
It is
important,
really
to
important.
know for you, what happened in the previous relationship. When did you enter before the last one ended? So this happened again. So it is
It is a cycle.
a cycle.
And that is his pattern.
Yes, exactly.
That's why right now, I chose Chute to remain single for all those years. Even though nga na yung mga laki nga
knocked sa door.
Even if
I
there
shot
are
them.
people who wants to men who wants to
They were
pursue you.
pursuing me, and then ako lang dyan mo shut down. It's not because was not able to get over him.
Uh-huh.
But the reason was, I made sure nga di jud sila ma-cycle.
Okay.
Parehas sa ako nakita no.
So now I'm seeing na the cycle and the repetition of
Yeah,
the events.
the neediness,
Uh-huh.
the me being obsessed to a man. I don't want to repeat that.
not able to meet his demands.
Yeah, and then making him my identity, my
But on
all.
the other hand, let's be biased, sad.
Mhm.
That's his character. So, dili gid pwede ang long distance niya.
Yeah,
Okay?
sige lang.
Yeah, so how did that season bring you closer to the real Christ?
Woo!
To our real Christ.
So our real Christ, this
Yeah.
is the highlight of it all. This is perhaps like the real reason God made me through it. Kasi it was his wake up call. I mean, megaphone.
Megaphone.
Megaphone, as what C.S. Lewis said, megaphone ang ato ang paraphrase ano, megaphone jud ang mga sufferings nato.
Okay.
Megaphone na ni Lord nato kanan. And yeah, kasi what happened in a relationship was Christ was no longer in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
He is not part of it. No longer part of it. Although we're Christians, yes. But we did not recognize him as who he is, as the Lord of our relationship, the Lord of our hearts individually, and also as a relationship as well, collectively. And then, you know the phrase na, make Christ your center of relationship. Wow. I think if our mutual friends would see us, we're like good Christians, but we're not. He is reading atheist books or atheist authors, so ma-influensyahan ko siya sa yung thinking niya na. And he has influenced me. So,
But you go to church every Sunday.
of course, I think.
Okay.
We go to church every Sunday mo. He plays in music
Yeah,
team.
exactly.
And then ako, wala na ako ka-serve because I have to go to Cebu at that time kaya mag-study ko every weekends. So, compromising jud kaayo ang relationship and the relationship naman ni Lord. So, wala na dun siya na priority. And it has a huge blow in our relationship. Iwa na may foundation ni Lord. Dili na po siya ang foundation. So, shaky na jud daan in the first place ang relationship.
So, it became a worldly relationship. Worldly na siya.
Worldly kayo.
Ang outer is Christian-y.
Yeah?
When,
Wala
when you
kayo.
go deeper, it's the world that you see in that
And
relationship.
not everyone sees it. And kuan lang ka ng we're not proud po of it. Okay, we have a lot of things nga gi-compromise. Faith. Although we are trusted, trust me sa among parents na we keep our purity. Yan na. Pero kuan ka ng ang daghan kaayo big na compromise labi na anang faith jud ng others, which is so bad.
And thank you for sharing that, mom. Because right now, my God, some would say the world has given so much weight on sins ba? Kani major, minor. Diba? That's how the world sees it. But then, but then, Lord, we know that it's all sin.
They're
diba?
all
So,
sin.
Right now, if it's a minor sin, it's okay. Go. It's okay.
Compromise.
Then it's okay with the world because the world is doing it, so it's okay. But we'll compromise a little.
There's also a thought nga, gamay ra ni, pwede ta makahinulsol, pero ta
Yes,
maka-perfect.
exactly. Mauna na ang mga nuod karon ba sa utok sa mga bata. Usually the new generation. And it is nice that we can bring this topic up because they will really know kung unsa ang sin.
Oh,
And it's
there's no little, there's no big sin. And what's more, dili siya sala if kamo ra duha kay pao.
exactly.
Ikaw ra na kay pao. Nga
Ako
dili
dili ra duha
expose.
na- yeah.
Sin gyapon siya.
True.
There was guilt na di mawa ng guilt, and that's already conviction sa Holy Spirit na you're doing the wrong thing.
So while you're doing it, ma'am, there was already something that you're aware na that this is
I was aware of it. I mean, it's contradictory sa ako ang values. Kaya I was brought up nga knowing this is not good, this is not right. However, because I don't know,
same na jud siya. Yeah, ganahan me.
Well, then you just brush it off.
Brush it off.
Just ignore it because you
Because
love the person.
not that.
Not, okay?
No one knows it. I mean, we could do
Okay.
it in private.
And then I will not let them know, Mamput. This is our secret.
This is our secret.
Secret sins, di ba?
It's worse. They
Grabe.
are the worst. Because, worse siya, TK. Si God manggod ang audience.
No, even if But you're
But
aware
I think
naman,
the
good
worst
bang na, di ba? Even a secret, God knows everything. So,
Oo.
you didn't
And that's the
acknowledge it to God
worst.
pod.
Wala po.
Okay.
Kaya wala po na akong mind.
Okay.
I have no longer had the relationship with the Lord, which is
Okay.
the saddest. The
Alright.
saddest.
Oh, grabe. Okay, so after everything from the past, I wanna know, how is Bam now? How's the position of your heart now?
So we're talking about right here, right now, and yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy because this is joy. This is joy pala in the Lord. I'm happy because this is the God that I'm serving, who had foreseen me, who had foreseen all the sufferings that I have, but yet consistently loved me, even though I rejected Him a lot of times, even though nga ako kayo sala niya. Right? So, it's amazing that iya kong gipaagi atong nga tanan. Grabe, muna na ho reject niya. And then here right now, He proven nga He is faithful gihapon. Yes, He was just. Yes, He is holy. Yet He still accepted me as a sinner. And the kind of love, the kind of understanding of the love of Christ is much more mind-blowing. I know Christ. Even during the relationship, I know Christ before the relationship. But now, after the breakup, it is different when you see Christ as your all in all. Lordship. If you see Christ nga worthy siya of becoming your identity, worthy siya di ay of becoming your security, your world. Dili tao. Ano ba? It's dili na nimo makita sa what tao. That kind of joy, that kind of hope, it is really something I'm grateful for, and dili ko ma-regret sa tanan na nahitabo na ko. If kani man ang nahitabo, if kani ang na-enjoy karon, bisan ang balikon ko na ho o kapilas o kinabuhi, malipay ko.
Wow. And makita siya ba? Your eyes, your smile. Diba?
Ikilig ko. Oh my gulay. Thank you,
True,
Lord.
true. It's all by grace.
Grace po siguro. Wow. This is grace puti.
Yeah.
This is grace. Amazing, Jod.
Alright. If given the chance, if you've met if what
Karon
happened
may-
before happened now, na ngani ang position mo ha with the relationship with God, with the right positioning of the heart. If the season before is now,
Balik ka
what
ron
could
may
have
nag-auyab.
done better? What difference will it make?
So balik ka ron may nag-uyab lagi. Or nanguyab siya.
Sige, Ana.
Excuse me. Kuan, I really don't think mag-uyab ni ron.
Okay.
Kasi, yeah, if butang na to nga we're still in the same team, music team me, I would still have a relationship with him. However, it is more of a family na. More of a family because I really respect him sobra as an instrumentalist, a very multi-talented na instrumentalist, and having this kind of relationship na family niya, I want to learn from him. Inga na lang ang relationship, family, brother, a good friend, and a person that I could respect. So Ana, and nothing beyond that. I rejoice knowing him. I had a lot of good time with him in the past. But if ibutang na to karon, I think it's different.
It's not part of the questions that I've asked
Yeah.
for the guide questions. Pero, ano ba? Is that really love that you felt before?
Who?
Or is it just falling in of like
The idea.
the idea of
Yeah,
being
it
in
is-
love.
it
Is
is
it
an
really love? Was it really love?
It was not really love. I could confidently say right now, it was not love. It was more of worshiping the idea of love. It was worshiping the more with the finally I got someone.
Yes, ganun, di ba?
Nga na nga hype. And then naan ako ipahambog sa tao, sa ubang
Trophy.
Trophy! Yeah! Pang social media or pang pakita lang sa ubang tao na I'm desirable.
I am beautiful. Excuse me?
Beautiful. Yeah, kaya ba ko nga, ignan ko ni mama nga maanyag
Yes,
ko, gwapa
correct.
ko, pero
The world.
this is my proof. Ganun. So it's sad. It's sad because I hinge my happiness sa
Sabi.
ibang tao.
Wow.
It's a loss kung buto na naon because it's out of insecurity. And it's sad. Kay awa ko pagkawala ato niya luoy pud ko.
And thank you, Lord, for that
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
It leads you to Christ. Grabe.
Leads me closer to Christ.
Yeah, and finally, I'd like to ask the great lesson that you've learned in that season, and then your message to every young professionals who have been having the burden of a certain relationship, but they're ignoring it. There are red flags, but then ignoring it.
Una ta atong lesson. So the greatest lesson that I happened to to know was one of the greatest is first ang identity nimo sa Lord jud. Foundation jud nimo sa tanan-tanan is si Lord. Okay, the moment nga dili stable imong identity, the moment nga imong foundation is hinged on something that's very unstable, wala po ka. I mean, come to think about it, if you put yourself in something that's temporary, like feelings, mawala na. Kinsa ka? Unsay mabilin nimo? So, however, if you make God a very unchangeable, constant, faithful, sovereign God as your foundation, mawala lang ang tanan. Dili lang si Lord.
True.
You're strong.
Grabe.
Grabe, mo na imong foundation nga. It's your hope. Dili tao imong hope. Dili circumstances imong hope. Dili certainty imong hope. Dili control ang imong hope. Kundi si God. It's liberating. It's bahala na kung may tabo sa imong life. Okay ka. So, inga na ang position sa faith na ko ron, and if mahitabo ko balik na ako, the only thing that's different now is the peace that I know taliwala ni tanan si Lord yapan yun sa purpose,
Certainty of God.
the certainty of God.
Everything.
Yung wala ni niya gialaw, wala po siyang knowledge, so still grateful, still at peace God. And then the message sa ako ang
Please talk to the young professionals and the single ladies out
hi
there.
everyone. Kuan. Yeah, aside sa identity, no, because we women are very prone ta of being malleable or being flexible atong identity just to be approved by society, by a man, by being defined by anything apart from God. One thing for certain lang jud is you make Christ as your all. Ana lang jud. And then another thing is make sure that you know the love of God for you. You see, God had suffered a lot. Bago pa tayo nag-Holy Week. So God had suffered a lot for Him to reveal Himself for you. So make this fact, make this truth as a reason to know Him as well, to pursue Him as well. Because God is pursuing you. In this moment, in this season ni Mora, He is pursuing you as well. So pursue God as He pursues you. So yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, Mom. Grabe. It's
Grabe
an
si
honor.
Lord. Grabe
It's a
Lord si
blessing
Lord. Oo.
to hear your story.
Walay ako adto as
All for
in.
God.
Walay
All
ako
for God.
adto.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.